course, I'm having a coughing fit now. Welcome to the WDW Fan Zone show, where tonight Kurt is going to tell us about his family fun vacation that he just came back from at Walt Disney World. But before we get into that, I want to introduce everybody here. John Maloney, Lottie Ferguson, Kurt, of course, and myself, Stuart Sternberg. And Mouse Fan Travel, I can't forget to mention that. Mouse Fan Travel is the greatest travel planner you'll ever meet, need, or want. So whether you're going to Walt Disney World, Disneyland, a Disney Cruise Line trip, maybe an adventure by Disney, or some other vacation that may not even be associated with Disney, they've got the greatest and best travel planners, most informative travel planners you'll ever find anywhere. And you can find out about all the details they've got going on with their great deals by going to this one website, www.mousefantravel.com. That's www.mousefantravel.com. And now, so I don't butcher anything else, here's Kurt.
I don't even know where you want me to start, like what I did on my first day or what.
Well, before, instead of going day by day initially.
I hate that. Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us, like, what are the most fun things you had with your family on this vacation? And then maybe get into some things that were different from other trips.
What fun with the family? What?
Wasn't
I just had fun. Well, okay, yeah, I guess we had fun with the family. So there were 6 of us that went. It was my wife and my 2 kids, my sister and her friend. So there were 6 of us there. We stayed at Bay Lake Tower. We had a 2-bedroom with a lake view. If you know the right room to ask for, you can actually look left and watch the fireworks. So we were on the 12th floor, awesome view, really close to the front, next to the elevator, but it was silent the entire time. So Bay Lake Tower, second favorite resort next to Wilderness Lodge. We loved it. Loved every second of it.
Give me 1 second. Yeah. Lottie, is that your echo in the background?
Nope, I'm muted.
No, your echo in the background.
You have an echo in the background. Yes, she has an echo.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Alexa, fart.
You did this to us before.
That's mine you got going now.
Alexa, stop. All right, I'm sorry, Kurt. Go ahead.
So, by the way, Hey Disney, Hey Mickey, it's now available for your at-home viewing pleasure. What's that with? I can't think what that's even with.
That's the echo in the room of your
right. The echo, the video echo, whatever that thing is called. Mm-hmm. You can actually get those. Yeah, the show. It is now available. It's actually available. You can get it at home. I think it was $5.50 a year. There it
$5 or $550?
You'd think the second one, but it's actually $5.99 a year. $5.99 a year. That's
good.
For Hey Disney, the magical voice assistant of Alexa.
Yeah, and if I remember right, I think they just recently stopped the phone calls from Mickey, Minnie, and whatever character you might have had giving you a wake-up call. I don't think they're doing that anymore.
Huh.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I could be wrong about that. I could swear I read that in a couple of places.
It's quite possible. I just want to toss that out there, though. So I thought that was pretty cool that it's finally available. It only took 5 years.
Yeah.
That's all. So, anyways, yeah. So if you can ever get a chance to stay at Bay Lake Tower, highly recommend it. It was really nice just being able to hop on the monorail, take that over to taking a transportation, and then all the way over to Epcot. Loved that. That's always fun. We finally got to ride Tron Light Cycle. Did the virtual cube. Got the virtual cube while we were still in Tampa. So we made that at 7 o'clock in the morning. We finally, at 2:14 in the afternoon, our group was called. However, that virtual queue just gets you to the line, which was almost an hour.
Wow.
We walked off that attraction at 3:15.
Yeah. Well, so that's the only way you can get on right now is either the virtual queue or Lightning Lane, correct?
No.
The Lightning Lane would save you about 20 minutes.
Oh, they are doing
what we did. They have the individual Lightning Lane is available. I believe that was $22.
Right.
But it didn't save you. It saved you maybe 20 minutes over the line we were doing. You still had to wait in line.
Yeah.
There was a line waiting for the lockers. There's just a line waiting.
And approximately how long is the attraction from start to finish?
Maybe 90 seconds. 2 minutes.
You're asking people
It's a rush.
long time for a short attraction.
Yeah.
Very short.
Well, but it's so popular.
It is.
Yeah.
But
we put it this.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you think it can sustain its popularity? Because right now it's brand new. That's why it's so popular. Let's say 5 years down the road.
Okay, hold on. Well, let's talk about this. So, ready? We did that, and we did Cosmic Rewind. Now, as I already have talked with Stuart once, 3 of the 5 of us, when we got off of Cosmic Rewind, so we're done. We got Everybody Wants to Rule the World. So we got the one song that everyone was like, I've never had that song. I was able to eat afterwards, but I wasn't feeling very well at all. It didn't do me well. When I'm on a roller coaster, I need to look at where the actual
track
roller coaster is going. I need to see the track. So if you ask me what the movie was like, I really don't know, because I was watching the track the whole time. And you're swerving left, you're swerving right, and I'm watching the track the whole time. So as far as that, you have to keep your focus and stay focused in one direction all the time. As much as I hate One Direction, I focused one direction. Okay? So I kept an eye where I was going instead of what was going on all around me, unless everything was facing that way, and then I could see that. My wife, 3 shades of green. And our other friend, same thing.
That's why I'll never go on that attraction. Same thing with Tron.
Stuart will never make it.
Oh, no way. There's no way.
So
now, so which one was better?
Tron.
Really?
So that being said, we all said the same thing. We're like, you know what? I will ride Tron again because it's a rush. It's awesome. I will ride that again. I don't know if I'll ride Cosmic Rewind again.
Now, do you think Cosmic Rewind is an attraction that you have to shift your focus from each time you go on, so you get to see different things than you didn't experience the first time, which would make it what's the word I'm looking for?
Rewritable,
yeah.
Now,
you know what I mean.
I may try one more to see if it watch the video screens would scare the crud out of me for when it drops, because the only way I can do roller coasters is if I see it coming. So I'm really worried about that. I hope it'll be better if I watch the screens. And I hope I get a different sound. But of all the things, everyone says the same thing. When you get Everybody Wants to Rule the World, it's just a different tone because it's such a slow song versus, one way or another. We didn't get that. So I would give it one more try. Tron Light Cycle.
Then I would give it.
Right. Tron Light Cycle, we'll virtual queue it again. It was good.
Favorite ride in the parks right now. It's Cosmic Rewind. You're breaking my heart, man.
I didn't want to throw mine up, so I can just say it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. So there's no comparison. I enjoy Tron a lot. I think Cosmic Rewind's a great ride, but I can't do it. So I'm not going. So I will like Tron better than I like Cosmic Rewind.
Yeah.
Do you think Cosmic Rewind is going for that 18 to 35-year-old crowd?
Oh, guaranteed. And Lottie's living her childhood.
And you know what? They don't have enough attractions like that in the park. So I think having something like that is going to continue to be popular and re-rideable by that group and others.
And that's why they got 5, 6 different songs?
Oh,
because
man,
you want to hear the
putting me
songs?
In that 18 to 35-year-old category? I hope not.
I said you're reliving your childhood.
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
know you're only 16.
You're a lot closer to it than we are.
Yeah.
Right, but of the four of us here, Lottie's the most responsible one.
Yeah,
Well, she's the youngest.
Yes, she's the youngest.
So one of these things is not like the other. Oh, yeah, she's the only one that doesn't identify as male.
Oh gosh, Kurt.
So,
And clearly the only one that likes Cosmic Rewind.
well, I said I would try it again. I did sing along with the music if it makes you feel any better. So, it's not even my favorite song.
I could ride it all day long. Just get off and ride again.
See, now, and that's the thing. I'm not heavily prone to motion sickness. I can ride Flight of Passage 2-3 times and be okay. If I ride another time after that, it's going to be like, okay, now I can't stand up straight. Don't forget, I got the Bell's palsy going, so the left side of my face doesn't work right, and they messed with the bones inside of my ear to fix all of that. And because of that, I'm more sensitive to a lot of motion. So right now, let me jump ahead. My flight home, I caught a cold while I was down. I know, shocking. I caught a cold while I was down there. And it was just an upper respiratory, just a little annoyance of nose clogged. Take a couple Claritin, take a Claritin D and use your nasal cord. It'll clear it all up. You'll be fine. Get on the airplane, put my earplugs in, start watching a movie because there's a screaming kid. So we're landing now. And again, you hear the muffled sound of the screaming kid. I took my earplugs out. It didn't unmuffle at all. My ears are still clogged from whatever this was. Hence my comment right before we started where I'm like, Stuart, I got to go. Sorry. See ya. My steroids are ready for me right now. Doctor just sent me some steroids to clear it out. So because of all this stuff, I don't do well with some of these crazy movements. So I don't do the orange version of Mission Space.
When Kurt went to his doctor and said, I don't do well with these crazy movements, you know what his doctor said? Don't do those movements.
Don't do those movements.
No, I can't do Mission Space Orange. That makes me want to throw up every single
time. Never done that, never will.
I can do it.
I cannot.
I can do it, but it makes me
green.
feel because you're staring straight ahead. You just got to remember to stare straight ahead. And that's the difference. As I'm staring straight ahead and I'm rocking around, so I'm experiencing it as it's happening.
Well, Kurt,
when you're doing all this action in Cosmic Rewind, that's where I'm getting sick.
Now, Mission Space, you did the green version this time, didn't you?
Yeah, we did the green. We usually do the green because I'm the only one of my sons and me are the only two that can handle the orange version. We don't enjoy it that much though. Not enough.
Did somebody get claustrophobic?
Now, I've never gotten claustrophobic before on that ride until this trip. Did I tell you that story too?
Yes, you did. But you haven't told us on the show. So
what happened?
We're sitting and you get yourself in there. The doors close. You grab up. You pull it down. You lock yourself in place. So now I'm locked in place, and it did a quick reset. Just just for whatever reason, it's giving the directions of how to do stuff. It went quiet for a second. So my son, who's sitting 2 seats down from me, goes, "We can open that door, can't we?" Right? So like if the power's off now, we can get out, right? You can't leave. You're locked in place. The door is closed, and I'm closest to the door. But you're locked in place in such a way that you can't move. It all hit me at once. That I was like, I can't get out of this even if I wanted to. Luckily, within about 15 seconds of hearing that, the attraction starts up. To which we then do everything. And once it's going, I'm fine. Because then I can distract myself and I goof around with all the buttons and I just did everything. But for about 15 seconds there, I honestly thought, I just had to keep, I was doing my labored breathing. Into the nose, out through the mouth. Into the nose, out through the mouth. I thought I was going to lose it. Because all of a sudden, I've never been so claustrophobic before in my life. To the point of where we got off that thing, I looked at my son and said, "Don't ever say that again." And he's like, "What?" It's just, I go, I have never been that claustrophobic. And he goes, I didn't even think about that. I'm like, you have to think when you're in a situation like that. We were with, again, my sister's friend, Michael. We don't know anything about Michael as far as that's concerned. We know he's easygoing guy. That's the first time we've ever been enclosed, all locked in something like that. And he's never ridden the attraction before. My son didn't realize that could trigger that effect. I'm like, oh, yeah, that triggered me big. Now, will I write it again? Oh, yeah, I'll write it again. But that'll be a year from now, forget what he said. And he sure as hell better not ever say it again.
You know what? I want to write it with Kurt the next time he comes down there and I go, Kurt, we're locked in. There's no place to go.
I'll just keep flick. Shut up, Stuart. Flick, 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 flick.
You just have to suggest it.
We can't even leave Earth. Oh, wait a minute. That's the attraction itself.
Yeah.
You know, I hate that on the green side. You don't leave Earth.
Yeah.
I don't like they changed it. And I don't know why they changed it.
I actually thought it felt fine with the old Mars track.
The old one was fine.
I don't know. There was nothing wrong with it.
So if they tried to make this one more stable so it wasn't quite as crazy.
No. Probably two people.
If you didn't like it, don't write it.
Two people probably complained from Flint, Michigan. Sorry, Lottie.
Oh.
and they probably said, you know, we're terrified. We went up to Mars and back. We can't do this anymore.
Well, you know, now Lottie's learning all about that with Stars on Mars, you know, because she's watching that what was that on Wednesday night?
What? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, there's a new TV show it's on. It's on Fox. It's called Stars on Mars.
I haven't
and
seen
they're doing a Mars simulation of you got to do all these different things and people get voted out. I mean, come on, it's all the rage.
I've not seen real TV in months.
It's on Hulu. I've
not seen TV in months.
Someday you might get to turn a TV on again now.
Yep.
Maybe. So yeah, that was my excitement with those couple of days. I now have a new favorite flavor of a Dole Whip.
What is
I twice ordered the Tropical Serenade.
Oh.
It's available at Aloha Isle. It's a pineapple orange guava juice with coconut soft serve and an upside down pineapple cake pop that sticks into the top.
Oh my gosh.
It's like a Dole Whip, and that, you know, you got your pineapple juice. Well, it's pineapple orange guava juice. That coconut soft serve, if you like coconut, is incredible. So good. I had to get
you lost me at coconut.
You know,
sorry.
They're doing
got my attention
next month. First time ever. Licorice peppermint.
Ugh.
They're not doing that.
Thank you.
So yeah, I lost my wife at coconut as well, but I'm like, I'll give it a try. And I ended up not getting the pineapple Dole Whip. I got that twice.
Do you know at the Polynesian Resort, they only, at least when we were there this week, they only had the pineapple Dole Whip. They didn't have any other variant.
That's usually all they have there, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
No, I've gone and they had different flavors. That's usually where I can find the lime at, but they didn't have it when I was there last time. It was supposed to be in stock the day after I left. So I've been a year.
I think the lime is still in fan.
I was there Tuesday.
It wasn't when I was there last.
Yeah, Tuesday was.
Well, they just hide it when Lottie comes in.
Yeah. Apparently, they hide it when I come in too.
Well, there you go. Well, that's because you would have told Lottie.
Yeah, that's right. I would have told Lottie, and Lottie would have gotten on a plane and flown down and
flown down there.
Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, she would have been on the phone with the boss. I have to resign from my position because they have lime floats now down at Walt Disney World. I got to go and get my lime Dole Whip. I'm sorry. I'll be back in a week. I'll come back. Sorry.
Yeah. Can you imagine? All right, the company, company A decides, okay, all the employees have to come back and work from the office. We can't. We were in Aloha Isle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we have our laptops on the table near Aloha Isle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if I had to work remotely, I think I'd be over there in Wilderness Lodge, to be honest with you. That second floor, there's a couple different quiet studies up there. It's a good area. It's a very nice area. That's might be next year's trip. We haven't decided yet. We just finished this one a week ago. We got to let it calm down a little bit before we decide our next trip now.
So, did you have anything really tasty to eat besides the tropical serenade?
I was trying to think back to what we actually ate. I do have to say, Pecos Bill's right now is not my favorite resort or restaurant in the Magic Kingdom. It's blah. My son said that too, and that he was really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I've been hearing complaints from a lot of people around here for the last year or so that Pecos Bill's
the quality is declining, or
it's just
change the menu.
It needs a menu change.
It does. It's the food quality. It's the.
I mean, it's
the menu
cheap,
too.
It's cheap Tex-Mex. It is a step above, like Taco Bell, but not much.
The burgers changed there too. It's not the same burger it was.
Yeah, the burger's not the same anymore either. There still is no Fixin' Bar. I don't think that'll ever return.
Yeah, that may not come back.
It just wasn't that. I tried the nuggets, the corn dog nuggets from Pecos Bill. I'm sorry, from Casey's Corner. I enjoyed those more than the nachos over at the other one, over at Pecos Bill. My son got the foot long hot dog. That their regular hot dog is a quarter-pound hot dog. This thing had to be at least a half pound, if not bigger. It was huge. I don't know how my son.
You know what they say? Size matters.
It was huge, guys. I try to find something around here to compare it to the size. Legally, I can't find anything to compare the size. Okay, legally, to keep the show on the air, I can't show anything here. Okay, so that's all I'm saying.
Did he eat the entire thing?
That hot dog is gone. He did not eat all of the bun because the bun, it just was too much, So, but he definitely finished all of the dog. So, so that was good. I'm trying to think of what else we ate. I did have the 2 slices of pizza over at, what's the one that Stuart's always bragging about over in Epcot? Contempo?
Via Napoli.
No. We up front.
The new place.
Oh,
Connections Cafe.
Connections. So that line was ridiculously long. We said we're gonna have to mobile order next time. They literally, it's gotta be a 14 to 16 inch pizza. 2 slices is half of that pizza. It was huge. We were like, I can't finish this. This is just too big. The pizza was, and it wasn't as good. It wasn't Via Napoli pizza, but it was good pizza. My son had the burger. He enjoyed that. I'm sorry?
It wasn't like Elio's Frozen or Cece's pizza.
No. It was better than that.
Good.
Yeah, it was better. My son liked the burger. Yeah. My wife, we ate right after getting off of Cosmic Rewind, so my wife did not eat. She's like, no.
See, the burger they have at Connections Cafe is what they need to have in Pecos Bill. Pecos Bills used to have the best burgers in the parks.
They were good.
Yeah, they were good.
So there is currently a pass holder snack, and my sister's still a pass holder.
Notice how this all turned into food.
Well, she asked me about good food that I had.
Yeah, that's so. I'm good with that.
In Epcot, I got to see if I can find the name of it. In Epcot, when you go into the land, as soon as you walk in on the left-hand side is the snack area. They've got a whole corner of it now down in the dining area that's reserved for annual pass holders. They give you like free M&Ms and something else that was free, and then a free sticker. I was like, ooh. But they currently have, it's some kind of it's purple. It's this purple shake type thing that it tasted like grape, and it was a little tart like the grape, but it also had some sweetness to it. I don't remember what it was called. It was just up on the food blog last week. So we saw it on the food blog on like Saturday or Sunday.
You're referring to the Disney food blog?
I'm looking it up now.
The Disney food blog. It was good.
Yeah, AJ Wolf's site. Great site.
Yes. Yes. She was showing pictures of it and everything because this thing just opened last week. Oh my gosh, it was good. If I can find it, I'll it's over in Epcot.
It's over. Okay. You keep talking. I'll look for it.
It's highly, 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 highly recommended as soon as I find the name of it.
Is it outside the land?
It's inside the land. As soon as you walk into the land, when you go into the food court area, the very far left.
Oh, in Sunshine Season.
Sunshine Seasons.
In Sunshine Seasons. Is
That's
that it?
a tongue twister. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
So, found it. New lounge in Epcot, annual pass holders only offering. They have charging lockers and special treats. And if you're looking, it actually has like figment ears. It's horrible in color. It's grapish in color. It's extremely. My sister had the tart. The tart was really, really good, she said. The actual drink itself, it's a bit tart, but it was extremely good. I don't know how else to describe it other than I would definitely get it again. Definitely a nice snack in itself, and definitely it was a hot day, so it helped cool us off.
So was it creamy?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
the top is all whipped cream, and then they sprinkle the stuff all over it. You won't see it there. It's something that you actually have to ask for because it's a pass holder exclusive.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
Does
have
it
to
show-
be there with the pass holder.
So it doesn't show in the My Disney Experience app in the menu then?
Correct. Yeah, it's strictly for the pass holder area. It's as far as treats go, it was definitely up there high on my list. We did eat at Chef Smith, Art Smith, Chef Homecoming,
Art
whatever
Smith.
you want to call it.
Chef Art
yeah.
Smith's Homecoming.
Yes, we always enjoy there. So that was good food.
What'd you order there? Did you get the cheese biscuits with the fried chicken?
No, I did I always used to. I was actually a guest. Somebody else was paying, so I didn't want to buy the most expensive thing. Ended up getting the chicken sandwich. However, we ordered hush puppies. They make a tasty hush puppy. I gotta say, if you've never had an Art Smith hush puppy, order the Art Smith hush puppy. Say that 10 times fast.
Do you guys remember there used to be stores called Hush Puppies where they sold shoes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I think of Hush
Basset
Puppies, I
Hound.
think of shoes. I don't think of food.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's how that started. The hush puppies. Basically, it's a guy I believe it was out of Louisiana. He'd roll up the dough and just season up the dough that he was using for his food that he was making, and he'd throw the dough into the fryer. And then he'd keep those off on the side. And whenever his Basset Hound would start to bark, he'd yell "hush puppy," and he'd throw him the hush puppy. And that's what got the dog to stop barking.
Wow.
Yep.
That's how hush puppies were named.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they'll have that on the Food That Built America. That's a great show on the History Channel.
That's a great show.
It is a great show.
I still can't find this drink.
I'll send it. I'll send you a picture of it because I took a lot of pictures.
Yeah, I see it. It looks really good. It's nice,
good.
creamy, and
It's good.
purple.
It's good. Yeah, it's definitely purple. And you can taste it. It's got a little bit of sweet to it. It's got a little bit of tartness to it. It's just tasty.
Got a mix of blue and purple jimmies on the top and the orange
Yes.
ears.
Well, the jimmies are some of them are Mickey Mouse shaped.
Yeah.
Because
They don't by chance call it the Purple Nurple, do they?
Uh-huh. Did you get the annual pass holder magnet with Figment?
Luckily, again, it was my sister and her friend. They both have annual passes, and he's like, I don't need this. You can have it. So he gave me it. He goes, if I want to see it, I'll go to my sister.
Wow.
I'll go, we'll go to my sister's house. I'm like, thank you. That's very kind.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's one of the nice magnets they've had.
Yes. The turtle cookie over at Gideon's. It's 50 cents more because that proceed goes to saving the turtles, the sea turtles and stuff. My son, he was going to bring a piece of it home to his girlfriend. We don't know what happened to it. It just disappeared. He loved it. He goes, that was one of the best cookies. And Gideon's has incredible. We just got the regular cookie, the regular chocolate chip, which is always to me just to die for. And yeah, that was good. Tyler said, he goes, if they had that, he would order it every single time.
Is it just for the month? Is that the special cookie for the month?
That's the cookie of the month. Yeah.
Did
So
you
it's
get
the.
Earl sandwich?
I'm sorry.
Did you get to Earl a sandwich on this trip?
I didn't.
Yeah.
We walked by it. I said a little prayer in front of there for Lottie about how much we love you and everything, but I was not able to. Not able to
partake. What a shame.
Yeah, they're taking reservations. He couldn't get one.
Yes. I was able to confirm that in the Magic Kingdom in the morning, they do have the cars driving around still on Main Street.
Oh, okay.
So the cars are running. The trolley was not. The horse-drawn carriage or the horse-drawn trolley was not running. The other things that what else do we really enjoy? We really enjoy everything.
I know you didn't enjoy the company you had.
Well, no, actually, it was really fun. Yeah, I met up with Stuart. We actually went and saw Fantasmic together. That was really fun. It was, I felt really bad. We were walking over to ride onto Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Train, and I looked over and I saw this really sad couple sitting on this bench. And I walked over. I'm like, oh my gosh, Stuart, Michelle! Gave out our sweaty hugs, and then we went and rode, and then we went.
Yeah, it was 10 years of my life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We really did enjoy that.
Yeah, it was in the show.
And now I'm upset because I'm looking at my picture, and those wings that we saw on the display that they had, the wings that are on there for this for the drink, I didn't get the wings.
No.
I want my 10 cents. Well, actually, my sister bought it. It doesn't matter anyways. But
well, Kurt, all I can say is it sucks for you.
Yeah, it was so good. Oh God, guys, it was so good. The Fantasmic, without giving up too much detail, all I can say is thank you. Whoever redid that, thank you. The parts that needed to stay stayed. The parts that needed to go away, good riddance.
Yeah,
that
did a good
was
job.
A great show. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
I've seen the new show twice, and it's gotten better. I saw when it just had opened, like within the first month or so, and it's gotten even better than it was before.
Wow.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. Again, highly, highly recommend that.
Yeah,
a really good show.
I wish they could. I know they can't because of how the place is built and being outdoors, but I really wish they could make the seating area a little more comfortable somehow. But I don't know how they can do that.
Well, and that's the thing. When Stuart and I walked in there with our friends to go and see that, we all walked in to go and see that show.
You're sitting there for 4 hours.
It felt like it. Yeah. So we got there a good 45 minutes early so that we could get a seat. Well, over half of that stadium is reserved seating for if you got a dining meal thing or whatever. So we're on the other half, and we stayed towards the middle as best as we could without going too far left. That whole place was filled up. Yep. What, Stuart? Within a half hour of the show started.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't find an empty 2 inches of an empty space anywhere.
They're like, please squeeze together. We're like, we're not squeezing any closer. We're on top of each other as it is. But it was by far, again, I missed that show, and everything that I remembered about it that I wanted to see, I got to see again. So
it's a great show.
I will say, when the Maleficent dragon sprays her fire down now, obviously it doesn't quite have the as it used to after the fire that happened out in California.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I think I could do a spit take further than the fire that was coming out of Maleficent. Yeah. It,
kids
wasn't a lot of flame coming out.
All the kids that were there loved it, so that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome. It was still great, but it was like the flame came out maybe 5 feet. And, all of a sudden in the lake, which is about 50 feet away, that's when that flame started. We're like, wow, that's a good trick. A spark? I don't know. Something spit out there. But yeah, it's still, even with that, with making fun of that little part, I didn't care. I was just happy it was back, and everything that I wanted back, that's everything I wanted to stayed. So, and they even added some extra bonuses in there too, which were nice. So,
did you get your hat on this trip?
Oh, I did get my hat on this trip. Yes, I have my Disney 100 cap. I got that. Got myself in trouble. They currently have 30% off on some lightsabers that I wasn't supposed to buy. And may have found one for like $100. I just bought the hilt. I did not buy the actual blade. That might be another time, but I'm in trouble.
Is that why you're whispering?
She can't hear me upstairs.
But she can watch the show on YouTube.
Oh, and you think she's going to watch this show?
To the show on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and a bunch of other places.
Stuart, she's got to look at me during the day. You really, or during, when we're eating dinner. You really think she wants to watch me?
I know, but just since I'm mentioning all that, whether you're watching us or listening to us, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the show, which will help us get more visibility with other Disney fans. So it would help us out. Thanks.
So yeah, that they did have sales going on. If you are an annual pass holder, there are extra deals going right now for annual pass holders in the month of June.
Yeah,
you got 15 days left, guys.
So it was 30% off, and then there was a pass holder discount on top of that.
Well, the hilt was 30% off. However, if you wanted that was just the regular 30% off. You couldn't get any more discount on that.
Okay.
However, you could get an extra discount on the actual blade portion. So I just didn't buy it yet. So someday. Again, what I'll announce later what I want to do with it. So it's just the hilt. It actually looks really cool.
Okay,
it's cool. So the way they build those, we didn't even realize it because, again, my sister's friend bought one as well. And when we got it home, he opened his up and he's looking at it. It's like, this doesn't connect. And then we looked inside, and what there is the end of the hilt unscrews, and you put another end on there, and that's what it plugs into. So you can have one hilt that you wouldn't even know that this thing plugged into it.
So did he say the hilt with it?
The hilt with it, yeah.
Go
to hilt. So
I want to see it. So send a picture when you get a chance.
I haven't unboxed it yet. It's currently hidden away, just calming down. Because I honestly have nowhere to display it yet. I have nowhere to display it.
He's waiting for Anne to have something where he could just say to her one day, well, since you're dealing with this, look what I got.
No, she knows I have it.
Now you're distracted.
Yeah, she really knows I have it. It's just, where are you going to display this? And I'm like, we can't talk about that right now.
So
I have a good idea, because basically when I have it in, once this area is done, you'll be able to see it behind me, because I'll literally reach back like this, press the button, it'll turn on, and there'll be the light behind me. We're just not to that point yet. It's not going to be down here. This is all my.
It'll be in your closet
car stuff.
there.
Yeah, it'll be in my closet upstairs. That's all. So.
Okay, so you got to help me out with this, right?
Okay.
You bought something and you have no place to store it, so that means you have to get rid of something else.
Translation: Lottie wants you to bring it to her house.
No, that's not the translation. No.
For $120, you can be the proud owner of the remastered.
There's
Skywalker
enough
Hill.
stuff here. I'm just,
Okay, Lottie, you keep talking with my wife, don't you? Because this is yeah.
It comes with the ring.
Basically, yeah. So eventually it will be on display. I have nowhere to display it right now. It is currently in storage so that it's not an eyesore.
Oh, there's a place here in Florida that is a little.
Well, hey. Yeah. I did offer to return it, and I was told it's okay, because I'm just gonna, I've wanted one of these for years, and she knows that. She's like, at this point, it doesn't matter. It's just gonna be. It's when it's up and displayed. She's like, I'll probably be fine.
You can tell how much Kurt loves this by the way he's talking about it. It's almost as much as he loves his kids and his wife. It's number 3, but barely number 3.
Well, that would be number 4. Wife, 2 kids, and then.
Well, kids you have to love equally. You can't have a preference.
Oh yeah. That's
number 3.
That's true. Yeah, that's.
Okay, who's your favorite?
That's the way I always laugh when people are like, well, what's your favorite attraction? I go, that's like me asking you who's your favorite kid, and she's like, her. I'm like, what? The son's right there going, Mom. So yeah, that was purchased. That was the only really big purchase we had on this trip. And then my hat, a couple little things here or there, but nothing major. Besides that.
So I have a question. When you go now, because I noticed that I do this too, that I bring home very few souvenirs. Maybe have 1 or 2 things in mind that I want, and I'll go for it, and then leave everything else at the park.
You guys are all sitting, so I can say this. You know my pin trading obsession, right? So I did not trade 1 pin on this trip.
What?
I did not buy 1 pin on this trip. I looked at a couple and like, I'll get them later. And then by the time I couldn't find the one I was looking for, when I finally found it, I'm like, forget it. My sister's going back there tomorrow. If I really want it, I'll just say, can you get that pin for me? Because I was just going to get the 100-year pin, the Mickey Mini 100-year pin.
Now, what Kurt forgot to mention, because he did tell me this when we met up, that not 1, not 2, 3 cast members said to him, "You're too old to trade pins."
What?
They did not, did they?
No.
Oh.
No.
Why would cast members say that?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is a new way of doing it. None of them have the lanyards anymore. They all just have
those like
a square or a Mickey Mouse, I guess.
Right, with pins pinned to it.
With pins pinned to it. So I did look at a few just to see, okay, what am I missing out on? Nothing. There wasn't any real pin that I was like, okay, I got to bring my lanyard. I got to start bringing my lanyard in. No, some of them are just blah. So the really good pins, people aren't going to trade away.
Mm-mm.
So,
yeah.
So I was always looking for. Every once in a while, you'll find a cast member pin that you could get.
Did you get to see the nighttime fireworks in any of the parks, like Epcot and?
Well, fantastic. We did not stay for Epcot, although I did finally get to see I saw Spaceship Earth actually lit up this year, which was beautiful. I loved that.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
If you look around, you might see some guests lit up too.
There were a lot of guests lit up over that.
Yeah, I know.
I could just sit there and watch it. I don't have to do it at the end of the evening. I could just sit there and watch it. It's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't go and watch whatever the Epcot Forever, I guess it is. We kind of watched it a little bit. We actually went over. We went into Werther's in Germany and found a cookie. They have a Snickerdoodle cookie that is at the center is it's like frosting and caramel. Yeah, I really enjoyed food.
Wow.
I forgot all about that one. Food was good. How I didn't gain weight on this trip, I have no idea. Because the foods that I had were just so good. I didn't eat it all at once, though. I think it's because I spread it out and ate it over a couple days. But so we watched a little bit of the fireworks. They had there was extra 2 hours on Monday night for us at Epcot. We really didn't use it that much because the line still for Ratatouille was over an hour. And we're like, we're not going to wait for an hour for Ratatouille. That's dumb. So we watched that going out. I did go to the Top of the World Lounge on top of Bay Lake Tower. Again, I'm sorry, everybody. You do have to be a Disney Vacation Club member to get up there. So I did enjoy going all the way up and doing that. We watched that from up there. Always a great show. Happily Ever After is incredible. Did not get to see it from the actual main street to watch it that way, but I watched it a couple times from my balcony.
Was Top of the World Lounge full while you were up there?
Not really. Not the day we were there. That was Sunday night that we did that. It wasn't crazy.
Yeah, when we were there in April, you couldn't even get into it because they had that special villain event.
Oh yeah, that thing.
And it was booked up. You couldn't get up.
Well, honestly, we didn't go in. We just went. We went up to the viewing area.
To the patio. Okay.
So we went to the patio, and we actually may or may not gone into the area that's kind of blocked off where there were several other people anyway. So we just kind of pushed the door open and went with it. There's a little fenced off area.
Tailgated.
We just went in there and set everything up, and it was good. It was fun. It was a great show. Got some great pictures. That's all that counts with that. I used to post these to this blog website, but the blog's gone. I don't know what happened. It just disappeared one day. One day it was there, the next day it was gone. I don't know.
Yeah.
So otherwise I'd be posting them, but I guess they'll be on my Facebook page, but that's at the private. Sorry, everybody. So again, I'll start posting some out to probably Instagram. That'll get out there. If I get them out there, I'll let people know. I think that's public. I don't know.
Sounds good.
As far as other things, we did Genie Plus in every park except Epcot. It's the only way you're going to get on some of this stuff. You have to get there.
Why did you decide to do it in every park except Epcot?
Well, between talking with my sister who was there a couple months ago and talking with Stuart, of all the parks, the one that seemed like we were least likely going to need it was Epcot. So we didn't get on Ratatouille, and we didn't care about Frozen because my sister had finally seen it. And everything else that we wanted to get on, we got on. We walked in and we went straight to Test Track, left Test Track and walked straight over to Soarin'. Yeah, that was maybe a 20-minute wait.
Yeah, the two attractions in Epcot that are difficult for those who do not get Genie Plus are Ratatouille and Frozen. Those are the only two ones. But if you hit it, and you can hit it right, I'm not going to give out my secrets. There is a secret to hitting it right. So, you could get everything in.
Now, here's another secret. Now that it's still going on, and I'm not there, so I'll give the secret away. If you're staying on site, they have that early magic morning. Every day, they open like a half hour early. every day we were getting there at least 45 minutes early and walking right in. They were having you just go right away. So as long as they'd scan your band, make sure you were staying on site. How many people in your party? Well, there were 6 booked to my room. So if we just 5, 6, however many were with us, they just let the rest of the people walk in with me. Again, we walked right in, and you'd think the line was going to be really long for Epcot because it was out the gate. It was we never stopped walking. We just kept walking in, and it was about 20 minutes. The thing that was disappointing with Test Track, there was no sound in our car.
What?
Exactly. So the people before us made the comment and they ignored it and had us get in anyways. So when we got off the car, someone's sunglasses fell off and he didn't realize it until and these were prescription sunglasses. He didn't realize it until we stepped out of the car and he goes, "Oh, wait, those are my sunglasses fell in the car." And he just wanted to go back and have someone hand them to him. And they're like, "Keep going, sir." But they're,
Really?
"Nope, keep going, sir. You got to go."
Wow.
So luckily at the end of the day.
That's not right. I'm sorry.
That's what we said. We're like, this is
you
what
should have
happened.
gotten the cast member's name and reported him, because I will bet you that's not what they're supposed to do.
So by right around 4:35 o'clock, we walked over to guest services, explained what happened. And they're like, "Can you explain, what do they look like? What brand are they?" And he's like, "I don't know. They're my prescription sunglasses. They look like this." He goes, "Pick up the sunglasses, put them on. If you can't see out of them, obviously they're prescription, bring them out. Or if it helps you see better, then they're prescription." And sure enough, she walks out and she goes, "Are these them?" And he's like, "Let me look." Took his glasses off, put these on. He goes, "These are them. If they look like them, they are them." And it worked out well. So we did get them back at the end of the day.
Well, that's good.
But think about it. If you're one of these people that's just like, forget it, they're gone, you never see them again. He would have been out $250 for a new pair of sunglasses.
And you know what? It would have taken the cast member less than 10 seconds to let him get it.
The cars hadn't moved yet.
Yeah.
So
I'm
again,
sorry,
he did get it back.
I can understand if the cars were moving, if they're, but if they weren't moving, there was no reason. The cast member themselves couldn't go over and pick it up and give it to him.
Right. Yeah, just call for a hold and walk over.
Yeah. I would have had to wait. My prescription is bad enough. My prescription sunglasses, like if that's all I had with me, I would not be able to function for the remainder of the day.
Luckily, he had regular glasses with him too. He was going back and forth. But that's the last time they stayed out. They went straight into his pocket for the.
I'll tell you, that's always my fear, because I do wear glasses in the parks, and because it's both my regular, for reading, seeing, distance, and whatever, and they're my sunglasses too. My fear is always that I'm going to be on an attraction, they're going to fall off. So I always like pressing down on my ears when I'm on something.
Bifocal contacts. But my fear is, and I had to just go and buy a new pair of 6. I put on my last pair going down on the trip. Like, these things better last. So here's my last pair that I'd worn for like 2 months, so that I had a pair for the trip. And I literally put them on day 3, and when I looked at them, there's already a nick in the corner of the contact lens. I'm like, "Don't tear, buddy." I made it through the trip. I actually am still wearing them because my new ones are going to take a week to come in. But when you think you got extra contacts and then all of a sudden it's the last pair, you do go in panic mode.
Yep.
So that's when you stay out of the pool, because you don't want to lose it in the pool. So, but I highly recommend bifocal contacts. They're even like one eye is more dominant than the other one. So that was what we didn't like.
Yeah. Now, besides the new attractions that you went on for the first time, is there anything you did in any of the parks or anywhere on property that was a new experience for you and your family that stood out above everything else?
Well, you mean besides going on Tron and...
Yep, besides that.
I mean, Stuart, ever since you moved down there, I've still probably been down there more times than you've been to the parks. What did we do different that was new?
You're right. Yeah.
Besides the food, besides the attractions.
Did you get to see the electric light parade?
Yeah, the corner of it. I see that all the time.
Oh, okay.
I love the electric. We heard it on the way back. We love the electric light parade. We rode the monorail over to Epcot. We did not do the Skyliner this trip. Mm-hmm. There wasn't a need to.
Is there anything that you thought Disney improved upon since your last trip?
Snacks. There were some really good snacks. Yeah, that was improved on.
Those are always getting better.
Exactly. Their new attractions, they definitely are. I don't want to say they're going above and beyond because they always go above and beyond, but they keep improving each new attraction as they keep getting made. So they build off of previous things. They build, the next
with technology improving and getting better and changing all the time, it gives them the ability to give us guests a better experience each time they do something. So yeah, that's great.
Did it move any of the crowd away from other parts of the park there in Magic Kingdom or in Epcot?
No, there's always a crowd in the Magic Kingdom. Again, we were there on Sunday, we were there on Thursday. That's the one park we went to twice. It was still pretty busy on Thursday. I think we still did Genie Plus on Thursday. And Genie, it fluctuated each day. We saw $24, we saw $22. It never went below 22. It's currently 24. I just looked. There were times where I'm kind of like, was this worth it that we actually did it? And people in the party were like, if it meant I got onto this, and this, then it was worth it. That's 3 attractions we wanted to see. We wouldn't have been able to see it otherwise. So, I don't know if there was any new attractions though, other than we were seeing it through Michael hadn't been to some of these parks in a while. So getting to see things through his eyes was fun. Yeah. We finally had top center for Flight of Passage. That's intense. That was fun.
Yeah, it's too bad you weren't there this week because at the Hall of Presidents, Trump is now in handcuffs.
we saw him dragging him in there last week. So.
I can't wait till they drag him out of there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point you see him with a gag on in there. Just
that'll be great.
A cast member will be fired for it, but there will be a gag on him.
That would be great. I would love that.
I'm hoping for a malfunction where he's just sitting there shaking uncontrollably.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Yeah, oh God. The good thing is nothing horrible happened on this trip. Because I've had that I was down there the year the alligator, and I'm just going to say that much. We were down there that year. We were staying over there, and we mention that every time we go down. We're like, remember oh yeah, we stayed over here. Oh, how'd you like that? Well, then we start talking, briefly about it. There was nothing, like I said, there was nothing horrible that happened on this trip. It was actually the weather. The first 2 days, I think, was just extremely hot. And then, Stuart, if you remind me, it got comfortable. It was like mid-80s.
It did. And, last week, not this week, the week Kurt was here, every night, it'd be hot as blazes during the day, but at night, it would cool off relatively quickly. And you get a nice breeze, and it was just nice to be out and about wherever you are.
Right. Wednesday, we were at Animal Kingdom, and midway through the day it started to rain, and it didn't get stinking hot again. It just kind of stayed cool.
Oh, I was the day you were in Animal Kingdom, I was in Epcot. That was that Wednesday, And in Epcot, I got there when it was pouring. I waited till it stopped, went into the park. When that sun came out, it was beating down on you pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
See, by that time we were over in at Chef Art Smith's homecoming. But I mean, we talked about, do we want to go back? And everyone's like, the stuff that we want to go and see is still closed.
Yeah.
They were only open until 7. So that disappointed us because I wanted to take him back so we could take photos of Pandora at night. I think it was either 7 or no, it was 7. It wasn't even 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I think they're doing after hours parties there now.
So it
I know
didn't do any good to go back.
Night. Yeah, there was a cast member party there one night. I do know that. I don't know what night it was though.
So that was disappointing. I guess that was our biggest disappointment, was not getting it to go back and see that night. Yeah. Now they're doing the Keys to the Kingdom tour tomorrow.
Nice.
Maybe we could beg and plead and get them on the show talking about it at some point. I don't know how much of a public figure they want to be. My sister doesn't even have a camera, so I talked to Michael about that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, I've had to listen to. My sister's name is Kathy. Her nickname growing up was Chatty Kathy. I don't need to listen to her chat. Hopefully, she's not watching this show. So,
the trick is you have to look at this as if you're on a Zoom call with just a bunch of friends, and pretty much listening. You want they're your friends too.
Exactly.
Yeah. By now, it's been what, 40 minutes since we've been on, or no, about an hour since we've been on now. So
it's a little.
Everyone's hung up already. They're not watching us anymore. So we're all good. My sister wouldn't make it this far into the show.
No.
So yeah, I'm talking about my sister here. She doesn't want to hear me talk either. So, but yeah, there was so much that happens. Just things that you brought up. I was like, God, I completely forgot about that. So probably because I was so scarred from that whole thing being claustrophobic in there.
Already, you forgot about stuff already.
Well, we do so much.
Lottie, you don't know this because you're still very young, but when you reach a certain age,
Stuart.
Oh, what was I talking about? I forgot.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it was a week ago. I mean, we came back on Sunday. We did. Now, there is a place, I can't think of the name of it. We went kayaking up on the Crystal River. That was fun.
You see
I'll
manatees?
take kayaking. No, there's no manatee there. We did see a family of beavers. No, otters.
Otters.
Something like there was 4 or 5 otters.
Ridiculous.
I'm sorry?
That's utterly ridiculous.
It is utterly ridiculous.
It was bad the first time I said it. Made me repeat it.
Yeah. Well, we did not. Usually we see a little alligator. I didn't see any alligators. We did see the otters. We saw a bunch of fish. You're paddling, all of a sudden I hear donk. Yeah, there was a turtle that didn't get out of the way. I had no idea he was there because all it was up like I don't even know if his head was above the water. But
that's how they get their turtle soup.
I had no idea. The second one, at least, I saw him and I started back paddling. And then he ducked down and he got away before I hit
Is
him.
it that big?
What the hell did I just do? These turtles are
big down
like
here.
this.
Oh,
there are mosquitoes and other bugs. Everything down here is bigger. So
the one that I missed was about that big. So it's about 12 by 12 by 12. The one that I hit was a little bit bigger than that. Once you're going by, you're like, oh, there he is.
The dog park that I take my dog for a walk on, every now and then a turtle will somehow get into the dog park, and I'm not, I'm watching Bernie to see if he's doing something that I need to pick up, and all of a sudden I'll see him go over to a certain area, and I'm like, what is he sniffing at over there? And I'll get a little closer, and all of a sudden I see the head pop out of the shell. It's the funniest thing, and Bernie will jump back.
You got to be careful. Like there were a couple walking on the side of the road. If they come out onto the road, you're not supposed to turn them around. You're supposed to pick him up and take him all the way across.
Yep.
Because otherwise he'll just try again.
Yeah, that's true.
But you got to be careful with them because there's some nasty snappers on there.
Yeah.
They're chomping away.
Yeah, you got to like get them from the back so they can't.
Yeah, you pick them up from behind, and one was hissing at me. This was like 5 years ago. So they're big.
Yeah, they're big. Yep.
So
when I was working in New Jersey, one of the places that I worked at, there was a turtle that would come every few months and just like hang out at the front door. I don't know if they were trying to get in or what, but turtle would just come up and like hang out at the front door and like wave to us.
Tap 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 tap
Wave
tap.
to you. Okay.
Yeah. Well, not really, but it was a friendly turtle.
He's waiting for food.
Yeah, toss him some carrots.
Feed me, Seymour.
Yeah, exactly. So again, we even talked about we were going to do a boat ride in the afternoon, and the days we were thinking about doing it. Why I was thinking about making plans to do anything in an afternoon, I have no idea. So
yeah, the best thing to do in an afternoon is get out of the parks and rest.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
We go back, we'd sleep a little bit, come back out, go. Tinkerbell is diving off the top of Cinderella Castle again. As long as it's not too windy. The first time we watched it, there were 35-mile-an-hour winds. For some reason, she didn't feel like flying that day.
Wings are too delicate for that wind.
I guess so. Yeah. The pixie dust would fly over everyone, and everyone would be flying around. All those little kids, everything else. So, a question came up. I don't know if anyone can answer it. So, you got the Mickey Mouse head balloon inside of the big round latex balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to pop that outside latex balloon without exploding the inner balloon? Does it work? We weren't spending $20 for the balloon to find out.
I don't know, but if somebody will give me the $20 for the balloon, I'll let you know.
Yeah, we weren't going to do that. That was a question from a friend, apparently. And we were kept looking at it.
Friends spend the $20 and find out.
Yeah. That's what we said. So we'll figure that out. We'll find that out.
I've got a question to follow up with that. Why would anybody care?
I don't know the guy.
I don't know why anybody even buys those balloons. How are you going to get them home? You can't put them on the plane. You can't take them to Animal Kingdom.
You know what? Like there are a lot of people that get caught up in the moment, and they just like those big funny hats. You know you're never going to wear them again.
Right.
You buy them, the goofy hats, but you buy them anyway.
Well, and children ask for them.
Yeah. Well, going back to the souvenir thing, that's why if I buy something, it is functional. It is something that I know that I'm going to use again.
Yep.
A bracelet, a charm, a jacket, something that I'm going to use again.
I'm taking my goofy hat back to the parks.
Well, yeah, the goofy hat. We've gotten a lot of wear out of the goofy hat, but I'm not. Ava bought fairy wings 1 year, and they've been in the toy box since then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were selling bracelets years ago with charms of all the characters on. My daughter went crazy for them. She came home, put them in a drawer, and they were there until the drawer got emptied out and thrown in the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should have warned him. I actually did get the little orange bird that sits up on your shoulder. Yeah. It's got a magnet.
The magnet, yeah.
There was one day I was in the park and I saw some woman, not a young woman, but a woman walking around wearing one on the shoulder. The sad part, though, is she was talking to it like it was somebody who was answering.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it was. I don't know.
We got Grogu and Orange Bird here, too.
I did not get Grogu. That was the last day purchase. I purchased that. I was going to... Oh! I got a minifig. I got the Lego minifig of Sorcerer Mickey.
Oh, yeah,
I haven't been able to find him anywhere around here. I started digging around. My son and I were digging through there. We're digging through. And there's another woman, and I found what she needed, and she's like, I'm going to find yours. And sure enough, we found it. So I didn't care about any of the other ones. I just needed Sorcerer Mickey.
Where'd you find it at? The Lego store?
The Lego store. I have not seen those minifigs anywhere in Illinois.
They're banned in Illinois.
I believe so.
That's
So I'm glad I found that. That was something that I wanted.
Good.
Sorcerer Mickey's my boy. They didn't have the little guy that sits on your shoulder that was Sorcerer Mickey, I probably would have walked out with that too.
Do you still have your pal Mickey?
Of course I have my pal Mickey.
Still
So I'm
talking?
gonna go he's like right there in storage behind me. You want me to go grab him? Yeah, he talks to it. He still talks. I think, I don't know. I might have to clean it out because I don't think we changed the batteries in about 15 years.
Hopefully they didn't leak.
You know. This is contact cleaner. When you get stuff like that, you go and you spray it on there.
To be fair, mention the name of it for those listening to the show.
It's called. I got it at a. It's called Micro Center. It's an electronics store. This is called Puretronics. It's an ES contact cleaner. It's not supposed to do any damage to plastic, but it could. More, it restores electricity continuity and contacts found electric equipment. It's safe for most plastics. It evaporates quickly. It's ozone friendly, and I use it on my slot cars. That's why I have it. But whenever we leave a battery in too long, you try to scrape everything off, and it just never does a good job. Couple sprays, it's gone. It just it eats it away.
See, for everybody listening or watching this show, we sometimes give you informative. I was going to say informative information, but that doesn't sound right. We give you information that can be informative for what you might need, even if you don't think you need it.
And other times, we encourage our electronic devices to fart.
Oh, God.
Yes, that would be stored.
Yep. Yeah. Nothing gets a laugh like a good fart.
Except when you're in a Skyliner. Don't do
it. No. There's nowhere to go.
I was talking about nowhere to go. Parts.
Get those vents open.
Yeah. So, all right. Anyway, I think we're gonna end the show here. Kurt, do you have any final things you'd like to say about your trip, or anybody have any other questions for Kurt? All right.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, it was. I always love coming down to Florida. I always enjoy going over there, and I always hate having to come home. I'm not ready to retire to Florida. I'm not retiring to Florida, Stuart. It's not happening. Not anytime soon. At least for another 4 years. Maybe 8 or 10.
Yeah. You know what? We said the same thing, and here we are.
Well,
we were talking about moving down, but we kept pushing it back, and finally circumstances came about where it was just like, okay, we're going.
Well, you also need your housing market needs to level.
It will. This year, it'll level off this year. I promise.
Just keep saying that. Until then, Lottie and I will just come over and say, hi, see ya.
It's okay. All right, anyway, we're out of here. Everybody, be safe. Be yourself. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody. Happy Father's Day, Dads.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day. Happy Juneteenth. See you real soon.
Well, we talked about the Aloha Isle, and you finally talked about the orange bird. So I'm just going to leave us with little orange bird in the sunshine tree. Hope you have some good sunshine this week. And if it gets to be too much, maybe you'll stay under a tree. We'll see you next week.
Maybe.
This happened Tuesday, too. I was hoping they would.
Everyone just sit really still.
Yeah.
Yes. No one's moving.
No, let's try this one more time. Cancel.
Click. I got nothing else to talk about. It's got to go away. I'm not tap dancing, guys.
We're trying to stop recording to the show, but it's not accommodating us. It doesn't want to stop recording.
Was Flower Garden still going on?
I'm just going to have to end manually. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And I